Hi, it's me, Bree. If you have not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and click the subscribe button and hit the bell. Sometimes YouTube doesn't notify you guys when people make new videos. Look at sorry, she's my little Jill. She just wants some love. I wanted to make a blog real quick of a creepy story time. And today, I think I made a video yesterday. I think yesterday was Sunday. Today is Monday the 12th. So I'm pretty sure I already put up a video of yesterday about my boyfriend's grandmother's creepy dolls and stuff. It's so creepy. Anyways, so I was watching Loey Lane's video today on... Baby, no. Sorry, hold on. I was watching Loey Lane's video on scary little skits for scary stories, and one of them reminded me of something dramatic happened in my life, and it's scary, it's creepy. I was debating not to put it on here, and then I decided, you know what? A lot of people put, kind of scary stuff on here, and I think mine would be okay. 1 second, let's take a drink. All I drink, guys, is Pepsi. Not sponsored. Not sponsored, just thirsty. Oh. Okay, let's let's begin this crazy story time. This happened in, I say, the 2000s, 2001, 2002, probably around 2003, 4, somewhere around there. I cannot remember exactly the date. Anyways, I moved from Virginia down here to Florida. We moved down here with my stepfather, which he was a wonderful man, which he's still alive. I'm not saying he's gone or whatever, but anyways, we moved down here because his grandmother, his great great grandmother, which would be his mom's mom. Yeah, his mom's mom. So we moved down here because to help. Oh God, this is so crazy talking about this, guys. We moved down here to help her because she was getting old, and my stepdad, excuse me, was like, guys, let's move to Florida. I gotta help my grandmother out, my great grandmother out. She's gonna end up giving us the place. She's very sick. He sat us down and talked to all of us, and my mom was like, down for it. Let's do it. Something new. We moved to Florida. So, needless to say, we moved to Florida, and I'm pretty sure, I say maybe 3 or 4 years after we moved to Florida, she got really sick, and she had heart problems, and something wrong with the kidneys, and she had cancer. It was a lot of stuff that was wrong with this woman. But to remind you guys of this whole story, and the reason why I'm telling you this story is because it's scary, right? It's supposed to be scary. So I am like, I can't remember how old I was. Probably like, I don't know. I can't remember how old I was, guys. But she was a mean, grumpy old lady. She was so mean. Like, she did not like us. We did not like her. I didn't hate her, because hate is it's a very, it's not a nice thing to say to somebody, I hate you. So we use the word disliked. So we disliked each other. So my one day she, okay, it wasn't a day, it was a night. One night she she started to play with us. And I'm like, okay, this old lady right here, she never does this. Like, she never plays with us. Like, she never, talks to us. Like, she's always yelling at us. Kids, we always getting ourselves in trouble. So we're the three of us. I'm the oldest. My sister is the second, and then my brother is the third. He's the baby. So all three of us are sitting on the floor, and she's in her little green, it's not a rocking chair. It's just a green, like, fluffy material chair, and that was her chair. Nobody was allowed to sit in it at all. So we all sit down, and my stepdad, and my mom, they were sitting on the couch, and they were watching this because it was hilarious. This old lady, what's her name? Her name was Betty, but they called her Bambi for short. Bambi, it was her nickname. So we're all sitting around, and we're like, chilling or whatever, and she's like taking out her false teeth and like turning around in her chair and turning back around with her teeth out, and it was like gums, like her gum, like she'd make this weird like like laughing noise or whatever, and like playing around with us. So after all the giggling, the playing, and all of that, it went dark real quick. Like, it went south real quick. And I'm like, okay, so we're sitting there, and we all get up, and we're all doing our own little thing, getting something to drink, snacking, whatever, just, chilling or whatever. And she turns, and she's like, when I die, I'm gonna come back. And I stopped in my track. I turned around, I was like, Brooke, what did she just say? And then my sister's like, yeah, I heard her say it too. And I'm like, are you serious? That's what she just said, was when she dies, she's gonna come back. And when I tell you, the way she said it, and the way, I need to hurry up and get this done because it is, oh my God, I don't even know what time it is. Okay, it's 5:45. It's almost 6 o'clock, and I need to hurry up because I'm creeping myself out. So, needless to say, she legitly said, when I die, I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back, and this woman, she wasn't just a normal old granny. Like, she wore high heels. Like, she had her nails done like me, and she wore makeup, and she used to smoke these very, very long cigarettes. Like, they were pretty long, like little thinner than my pinky, and long cigarettes. And she was like, I'm going to come back, and I'm going to scratch on the walls with my nails. And she said she was going to scratch on the wall, and I was like, okay. So I turned around and started walking away towards the kitchen. And the kitchen, you can see into the living room, and she's still talking crap. Like, this woman's still talking shit, like, still talking it. Like, this woman's not playing around. And she's like, especially to you, to her, she was talking, turned around in her little chair that nobody was allowed to sit in, turned around to her daughter, which we called her Cat. Her real name is Catherine, but we called her Cat. And bless her heart, because she's passed away too. And me and Brooke were standing in the kitchen, and we're like, this old lady is crazy. Like, she is legit crazy. Why would she be saying these things to us? Like, I told you she don't like us. And my sister's like, yeah, I know. She hates our guts. She wished that we never even came down here, I heard. And I'm like, really? She said that? I was like, yeah. She said, yeah. And I was like, wow, that's kind of messed up. I didn't know that. Well, she turns around and she's like, especially to you, I'm going to haunt you in your dreams, and you're going to hear me walk through this house every night, and I'm never going to cross over. I'm never going to cross over. And I'm like, Oh my God. I was like, this is not good, because I believe in the paranormal. I believe in, into the next life. I believe in reincarnation. I believe in all kinds of things. Like, I don't just believe in one thing. Like, I do believe in God. I believe in angels. I believe in demons. I believe in everything. But for this woman to sit here and say these things, especially to little kids, like, she did not care about our feelings, because I knew there was something up when she was playing around, saying, just playing around, taking her teeth out and like playing and like all that stuff. Like, I knew something was up. Like, she has never, my whole entire life that I was living there with her, with our family, living there until the day she died. After that night, after she said that that's what she's gonna do, okay, this is crazy. I personally was gonna stay home. I was gonna stay home. This is a true story, guys. I am telling you the truth. I have witnesses. I'm telling you, God can strike me down. I have witnesses. I told my mom. My mom was gonna go grocery shopping, so my sister was like, "Oh, I want to go." My brother's like, "I want to go too." And then my stepdad, my dad. I called him my dad because that was my dad. But my stepdad was like, "Yeah, I'll go with you. I got to get a couple of things for the car and stuff like that." And he's going to go in the automotive, bleh. Speak, Bree, speak. Anyways, he's going to go and get some parts for the car. Stop it over there. My cats are freaking me out. Oh my God, I need to hurry up. Okay. So I was like, okay, well, since all of you guys are going, I like to clean when nobody's in the house. Because at that time, Kat, which would be our step-grandma, was in her room, and she wasn't going anywhere because she has, bad legs, and she was always swollen. She couldn't walk without a walker, and she was a lot heavier, so I was like, well, I'll watch her, it's fine. And then, I was like, Mom, I'll just sit here and clean the house, so, Betty won't be all mad and stuff. Because the house ain't clean. So I always clean the house. Like, I was the cleaner. My sister was always the cooker. She loved cooking food. I hate cooking. I cannot, to this day, I cannot stand cooking. But I can damn sure clean a house. And I was like, Mom, I'm going to clean the house and I'm going to stay here. I don't feel like going. Betty comes out of her room so fast. Like, guys, so freaking fast. She's like, no. I was like, oh, well. I didn't even say why. She's like, you're going to go with your mom. All of you are going to go with your mom. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I ain't going to talk back to you. Shit, just slap me in the face or something. I was like, I won't. Okay. So we all go. We all go, people. We all go. And when I tell you, something was weird. Okay, but we went shopping for about an hour and a half. Like, we went grocery shopping for the house. You know what I mean? So we went grocery shopping and getting cleaning supplies and all of that stuff that you're supposed to need for a house. When I tell you, this woman died that day. She died. Like, she died, people. She died. That was my first time ever seeing a dead person. Ever seeing a dead. She was completely dead. Like, my first time, my eyes have seen a dead person. Not on TV. I'm talking about in real life, people at a young age seeing that. And me, my stepdad, and my sister and my brother were all walking up the stairs at the same time. My dad and me and whoever else was behind us. Okay, we got groceries in our hands, like bags of groceries in our hands, and we're holding it tight because we want to show our dad and mom that we got this. My dad opens the door. Okay, and when you open the door, on the when you open the door, her bedroom is the first bedroom. When you first open the door, on the right hand side is her bedroom. She was laying halfway out, and half of her body was laying in out of the door, and then half of her body was laying in her room. And she had a never gonna forget this, never gonna forget this. And then I dropped everything. I dropped everything. I dropped all the bags. I let go because I've never seen something like that my whole entire life. And my stepdad's like telling my mom, he's like, Roxy, stop the kids, don't have them come in no more. And I'm literally right next to him. Like, I'm right next to him. I'm like, Dad. And he's like, Bree. He even calls me, I was his Bree. He's like, Bree, get back. And I'm like, I already seen it, Dad. I already seen it. I said, is she breathing? And they're like, and he runs to her. My mom grabs the rest of my brother and my sister and steps back. And I was like, Dad, is she breathing? And he leans down and he puts his hand on the back of her neck like this. And he just started like bawling, people. Like, he started crying. And I started crying too, because I've never seen a dead person before. Like, ever, guys. And I told you, it's gonna get weirder. I don't know. It's because of what she said. I don't know if I don't know. It took 4 hours, people. 4 hours for the what are they called? The people that come and pick up the dead bodies, the coroners, the coroner office, the coroner. She was laying there. My stepdad literally had to pull her legs into her bedroom and shut the door, because my mom had to bring in my brother and sister inside the house. And I remember my mom bringing the kids around the back of the house to the back door, unlock the door. And they're like, go to your room. And she's screaming for me, and she's like, Bree, grab your brother and your sisters and go to your room, calm them down. And I stood there and like, I couldn't move, I couldn't breathe. And I have asthma. I don't know if I have asthma anymore, but it sticks with you for the rest of your life. And I had caught an asthma attack, and thank God that where my bathroom in my bedroom is, the bathroom is right next to it, and I couldn't see him doing what he was doing. But I saw him when I was walking. I shut the bedroom door, and I was walking to the bathroom. And remind you, there was one person home with this woman. These are not my blood. This is not my blood. This is my step blood. And I literally walked into the bathroom, and I saw him, like I said, I saw him grab her legs and pull her into her bedroom, the master bedroom. And I freaked out. I almost threw up, to be honest, because it smelled so bad because we were gone for so long. But remind you, people, there was one person there. Her daughter was still home, people. Kat was still home. My stepmother grandma was still there. Okay? Still there while this happened. Like, how can you not know that your mother fell? Especially the way her body was sitting in the room. Like, she had her doctor's card, and she had the phone off the hook. It was like she reached for it, and the how she died was a heart attack, aneurysm, heart attack. I think it was a heart attack. But anyways, that's how she died, and we it took the people 4 hours to get her out of the house, and my stepdad was like, you know what? Told my After that, we were scared to stay the night in our house, and I was scared. I was not going to sleep in that house. Like, I was not going to sleep after that. How could you sleep after that? So my mom comes to me and she's like, we're all going to your cousin's house, which they're not our cousins. Like, this is our step cousins. Like, you know what I mean? So it's his family. It's my stepdad's family. And they live in St. Pete. So we drove all the way to St. Pete while this happened. So he drives us to St. Pete. Everybody's all sitting there. We're all with the grown-ups are with the grown-ups, the kids are with the kids, and my mom comes to me and she's like, Bree, we gotta go. I'm like, go where? I was like, go where? Because I can't do no more of this. And she's like, we have to go back to the house. And I'm like, what? Excuse you? I'm not going back there. And she's like, no, like, seriously, we have to go back to the house because you guys have no clothes to change in. You have no clean underwear. You don't have your toothbrush. You don't have nothing. And we don't know how long we're going to be here because I don't know if your dad's going to go back to the house or not. Because this happened on a Thursday in the summertime. Okay, so we didn't have school. So we stayed the weekend at our cousin's house. And my mom was like, come on, let's go. And then my sister was like, I want to go and get my stuff too. And I'm like, I'm thinking she just wanted to go to be brave or whatever. But anyways, I just talked to my sister about this situation. Like, I was going to make this a blog or a story time or whatever. But I can't remember if my sister was with me or not, or we just told the story so many times that she thinks she was with us, because I was asking her the same thing, what I'm just saying right now. So, my mom's like, okay, told my stepdad, like, we're gonna go to the house and get the stuff. Betty's already gone. Like, they already took her to the morgue. And my step-grandma, she was over at, she came with us too, which they were all asking her questions, like, how come you couldn't hear your mom fall? Like, it's, all of our rooms were really close, like, you can hear if somebody fell in the house. Why didn't you? Like, they were drilling her pretty hard. Like, they were drilling her pretty hard because she didn't like her mom, and we all knew that she didn't like her mom. So, like, they were all drilling her. And on the way back over the bridge from St. Pete, we lived in Tampa. She's like, excuse me. My mom's like, I'm so sorry you had to see that. And, like, she kept explaining to me, I'm sorry. I'm like, I'm sorry. And I'm like, no, don't be sorry. It's not your fault. You didn't know that was going to happen. And then she's like, my mom's like, yeah, but she did. I'm like, who did? She's like, Betty knew. I'm like, Mom, you're absolutely freaking right. She knew. She didn't want none of us there. She told all of us to go shopping. Even though I clean on certain days, and that was my day of cleaning the house. And she didn't want me there. Like, she didn't want me there. She knew that she was going to end up dying. Like, she knew. People know when they're about to die. Like, I think that's the thing. I think they know when they're about to die. And my mom's like, Brianna, she knew what was going to happen. I think that's why she told all of us to go shopping. I was like, yeah, that's pretty scary, Mom. That's pretty scary. So when me and my mom got there to the house, it was like 9 o'clock at night, people. Pitch freaking dark. When I tell you it started raining, it sounds, funny that it started raining or whatever, but it did. It started raining and thundering and all that stuff, and the lights weren't, the lights were kind of like flickering off and on, off and on. And I'm like, we need to hurry up. And she's like, well, I'm going to go on in my room and get a bag and start packing, for Dad and me. Meaning Mom and Dad, she was going to pack for the both of them. And I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna grab 3 bags, one for me, one for Brooke, and one for Brian, and then we'll hurry up and get the hell out of here. Mind you, I forgot to tell you that we had 1 or 2 dogs. I think we had 1 dog, 2 dogs. I think we had 2 dogs. No, we only had 1 dog at the time, and his name was Taz, like Tasmanian Devil. And I felt so bad for him because I wanted to bring him with us, and I felt so bad he had to stay in that scary ass house, knowing that animals know and can see and can sense things. And I felt so sad for him that he had to stay. I was like, Mom, why can't we bring him? And my stepdad's cousins at the time had all kinds of different animals and stuff, and she's like, he can't come, baby, he can't come. We'll come see him tomorrow. I was like, all right. So I'm hurrying up and putting stuff in my bag, putting stuff in everybody's bags, and I'm like, oh my god, I gotta hurry up. I gotta grab this, I gotta grab that, I gotta grab this, I gotta grab a toothbrush. My mom's yelling for me. My mom's already in our bathroom, because there's only 2 bathrooms. The bathroom inside Betty's bathroom, the one that just passed away, and there's only 1 bathroom that the 3 of us share. The kids, the grown-ups, and so forth. And when my mom yelled for my name and I was in our room, because we had to share a room, I was like, yeah, what's up? And she's like, did you hear that? I'm like, please don't be playing with me. I'm not in the mood for these jokes, Mom. Please don't be playing with me. I'm bawling already. Like, I'm scared. Like, I feel, you get that feeling like somebody's on the back of your neck. Like, I'm getting goosebumps right now just talking about it because that's how scared I freaking was at this moment. And I'm like, Mom, please do not do this to me right now. I cannot take this right now. I've done seen a dead lady. I do not want to know if there's somebody in the house right now. She's like, I hear somebody in the kitchen, and I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, I can't do this. You're freaking me out. I said, stop. Like, I screamed at her. I said, stop. Like, I'm in my room. I didn't leave my room yet. And I straight up, my mom yells, and she's like, did you hear that? Is that the dog? Like, is that the dog in the kitchen going through the garbage? What's going on? Why is there this noise? It was like a banging noise, or like somebody walking through the hall type noise, like a big bang, 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 like 3 or 4 times. And I'm like, oh my god. I was like, Mom, I didn't hear anything. I'm trying to get my stuff together. What are you talking about? And then my mom screams, and she's like, Brianna! I was like, what? She's like, it wasn't the dog. And I'm like, what are you talking about? It wasn't the dog. Like, we're not even in the same room. She's in the bathroom, and I'm in my room. And she's like, my mom says she looks down, and the fucking dog is standing next to her. The dog is standing next to her, looking up at her with these little puppy eyes, like, please take me with you. Like, my mom's like, Taz is sitting right next to me, so who was in the kitchen? I'm like, it wasn't me. Like, I'm in my bedroom. I'm trying to get our clothes together. Like, what are you talking about? You're freaking me out. When I tell you, people, like, I never in my life, I've never had anything like that happen to me. And from that day on, since we lived in that freaking house, people, when I tell you, we came back after that weekend of staying at his cousin's house, our cousin's house. We came back after that weekend. It was like a Sunday, and we came back, and after that whole summer was nothing but hell. Like, straight up hell. Like I was in a scary movie every single day. type thing. Like I every single night something was like scratching on that sound, like scratching on the walls. And she said that you would hear her high heels clicking through the hallway, and then you could hear her high heels clicking through the hallway, and then you could smell her cigarette smoke, and like all these things were happening every single night. And she told us right before she died that that's what you guys would hear. That's what would happen. And the person that most got of everything, had got everything out of the whole situation and got more freaked out than all of us, was her own daughter. Mind you that. Her own daughter. She wanted to move out of the house. She wanted to sell the house. At that time, my mom was working at this place, met a new guy. By all that time happened, we ended up moving out because it didn't work out with my stepdad after being with him for so long. It didn't work out. None of it worked out. Like, every time somebody would come to that house, they would feel this feeling of, like, upset, pissed off, like they didn't want to be around you. I didn't want to be around anybody there. Like, my attitude changed. And then when you leave the house, it's like, it was all cool. Like, you didn't have this attitude. You didn't have this weight on you. You didn't have none of this on you. It was the weirdest feeling in the whole world when I tell you. Like, I never in my life had that feeling happen to me besides other times, and I thought this one would be the realest one out of all of them because I've actually seen a dead person. Yeah, it was pretty freaky. Well, I am going to end this video, and I would like for you guys to subscribe to my channel, please. Thumbs it up. I would love for you guys to thumbs up, subscribe, hit the little notification bell, and make sure that's on, because if not, you won't get my videos, and my when I post a video, you guys won't hear it. It won't show up on your notifications if you don't subscribe to my channel or hit the bell. Anyways, thank you guys for this very long blog, and I'm tired of holding my phone. But it's getting late, and I'm sorry if this scared you. If you're watching this tonight, like I said, please keep a light on. Bye, guys.